Like let's save that for when it's time for it to be saved for. That's just my personal opinion. But at the same time,
that's cool.
I felt the same way you felt. I felt the security. It's the visual. So it goes into a whole nother thing that I could spend an hour talking about. DJ Child loves psychology. It's the psychology of us as humans being visual creatures. We are so much visually dominant more than we know.
Yeah.
We have 5 senses, but really we have one sense that's supported by the other 4. We are visually based creatures. I'm telling you, man, we don't give a shit about what shit tastes like, what shit smells like, what shit sound like, what shit feel like. We kind of like feel.
Yeah.
But what shit look like, though, we react off what shit look like faster than anything else. We may have never felt it before in our life. This is what we think it might feel like. It looks like will make us act away. So that to me goes to a whole other thing. But I appreciate what the things that we do during times like this, because it is May, it is springtime. Normally there's air shows, parades, things like that we can look at. I used to love going to air shows, and I heard you was telling me some shit.
So there's an air show for the DMV coming tomorrow, which would be Saturday, May 2nd. Mm-hmm. And this air show, it's the goddamn, I was about to say the Bluebirds. It's the Blue Angels and Thunderbirds. They were just in New York a couple of days ago. They did a fly through, I think, through New York, New Jersey, all that. They're doing all this to pay tribute to the COVID-19 responders, all our nurses, doctors, and anybody out there, firsthand firefighters, people dealing with, patients and people that, potentially have this virus.
Bro, I'm scared to go to the doctor because I don't even want to be in the building where everyone's at, and they're on the front lines like every day.
Yeah. So basically they're doing this thing that I think, from what I understand, they're going throughout the whole country. Anyway, as far as the DMV is concerned, this is happening tomorrow, Saturday, May 2nd. I got a little flight diagram right here.
Okay,
but
if
any of
I
you
love it.
Want to look at this, through the internet, a better picture of this, go to InsideNova.com, and it's one of the first news article things that pop up. So you'll be able to see. Basically, they're leaving PG County Hospital in Maryland at 11:45 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be crossing over the Merrifield, Fairfax, Virginia area at 11:55 a.m. And then they're going to be shooting down through Centerville, Manassas, Haymarket, bucking around over at New Baltimore. And New Baltimore is in Virginia, not Baltimore, Maryland. New Baltimore is in Virginia. They're going to be coming around there, hitting the Bristol, Manassas area, and coming back through Annandale, Springfield, back into D.C. This is all going to happen between 11:45.
They're not going down to Woodbridge, bro?
Nope.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, no.
They hitting a straight up fair skinned demographic, but okay.
Yeah,
they're basically gonna come down 66 and then go back up 495 through Annandale.
They're gonna come down 66 and then
so those are the live in DMV. So while he's mapping that out, but keep mapping it out. He's showing it for if the image
that's
ever gets up there.
That's right there. And then they take a weird route right here, and they're coming down. This is Haymarket down here.
All right, that's all west.
They're looping around. This is Bristow.
All right.
They're doing back east.
But yeah. So basically, they're taking a route that jumps back on 495 at Springfield.
Mm-hmm.
It then goes back up. So they're skipping Lorton and South. So that's Lorton.
Yeah.
Dale City. That's Woodbridge.
What I see, they're going to hit Burke. They're going to hit
Annandale.
Bailey. They're going to hit BCU. They're going to hit Bailey's Crossroad.
So, all right. So, everybody lives in DMV know what we're talking about. That's cool. All you guys, please get out May 2nd. I don't want to make it demographic or whatever, but that's interesting where they're flying. If you live of 66. Get up in the mornings and you'll be able to see the Blue Angels. Is it Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds or just the Blue
Angels? It's both.
They're both
Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds. People need to remember. People need to remember from PG County to Merrifield, it's gonna take them 10 minutes. They're flying fast as shit.
Hell yeah!
And then from Merrifield in Fairfax to DC, back to DC. After they make that big loop through Haymarket and Centerville and all that, it's going to be 10 minutes. So they're going to be moving. So motherfuckers need to be out there 11:45.
How long is the whole round trip?
The whole round trip is 20 minutes. They're covering a pretty large space, but...
Wait. So wait. Wait, so those that are listening on DMV, some of y'all are military too, so some of y'all are like, yeah, asshole. I'm not military, you jerks. So... I don't know. So you telling me these planes is leaving from PG County and they're going to do a loop all the way down to Haymarket, Virginia and come all the way back to PG County in 20 minutes?
Well, they're not. Well, okay, so they're leaving PG County. When they hit DC the first time, they're making a loop and going back into Maryland. They're going through Bethesda, Silver Spring.
Oh, shit.
Then they're coming back around, going into Arlington, Merrifield, then hitting like Chantilly area, coming down, go hit Haymarket. At New Baltimore in Virginia, they make a turn. They hit Bristow, go back through Manassas, hit Burke, Annandale, and then land at D.C., yeah, they land back at D.C. at the National Mall.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know if they land there, but...
What time is that at?
National Mall is 12:05 p.m.
And then they took off at what time?
11:45 a.m.
So that's
only 20 minutes.
So that's 20 minutes.
It's fast. I mean, but, you know...
They're making that whole... Okay, so they're going from PG all the way down to Haymarket and then back to D.C. and the National Mall. Where can jets land at the National Mall, bro?
See, I don't think they're gonna land at the National Mall, but I guess that's when the show ends.
The flight pattern in the show, whatever.
Once they get to the National Mall, they're gonna pull off and do whatever.
Well, I'm making a big deal out of the wrong thing. The point of it is, damn, they can make that whole trip in 20 minutes. Could you imagine if you could just make that trip? What year will it be when we will be able to make that round trip in 20 minutes? Well, I don't want to ramble on too much.
Really quick, but just so they're starting here, PG County Hospital.
All right, Lucho's showing a graphic.
Going down to DC, and then they're going back into Maryland, making this loop, and then going down to the Haymarket area.
So for those that can't see, they're doing a loop. They're not even making this a straight round trip. They're doing a loop. And it's only taking 20 minutes. It's amazing. And I've actually been in a small plane, a 3-person plane before. And so I've seen how fast you can move across territories. But it's just amazing just to think about that.
Yeah,
so
they're going to be flying.
I wanted to get this out as soon as possible. If you didn't get to see it, if you didn't hear this before, but you did get to see it, show us pictures, tweet them out. We will shout you out. We'll retweet it. I know I will. Anything on Breath of the Child, there's no I in the word child, we'll definitely retweet it. So, moving forward, we're going to finish up strain.
Can I real quick, can I talk about the, did I already talk about the PPP loan?
Well, you talked about
I think I did.
Last time. Is it the same loan that you talked about last episode?
It's pretty much the same. All I want to say, and I hope I'm not repeating myself. All I want to say is that they ran out of money.
Right? You said
they ran out of money on the first one. So if you didn't get your stuff in, they just approved shit 2 days ago for the new one. So if you missed the deadline for the first one, you need to hop on it now. Because they put out some new money that you can get. So if you if you got the first one, you can't do it again. But if you missed the first one when they ran out of money, there's a second chance. You need to get on it now. Don't wait, people. If you got a small business or whatever, jump on it, get your money. That's all I want to say.
Get your motherfucking money.
But it's real easy.
I don't care what your damn demographic, what your damn political stance is. Get your fucking money. If you got a business, get your motherfucking money. Don't play with that shit. Get it. It's there for you. Get it.
You heard about that pizza company? Damn. I don't think it was Domino's. It was
CC's.
Nah, it was another Jont that gave back $10 million.
They gave back.
They applied for the PPP loan. They got $10 million, and they decided they were going to give it back.
Well, we need to fact check that before we talk about it, because we need to make sure we get the right pizza company out there. But I can promise you, it's definitely not a bank giving no money back. No. They're definitely not giving any money back. Keep looking it up. While you're looking it up, I did want to talk about the strain review for this week, and I did want to plug one of our sponsors, The Real Dank Paradise. Please, please, please get on your Instagram right now. Get on your fucking Instagram right now. Pause the podcast. Get on your Instagram. Follow The Real Dank Paradise if you are a 420 enthusiast. They definitely will get you hip on all the new developmental things happening in the DC area. As you know, 420 is legal in DC. There's still a little bit of red tape. However, the I guess I would like to call it gold rush. It's flourishing right now. So you want to get a part of that, please, 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 please check out The Real Dank, DANK Paradise. If you can't spell paradise, Google it. The Real Dank Paradise. Follow them on Instagram. They definitely hooked me up with a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bit of ice hash that I'm enjoying very much, that I've sprinkled over some cereal bag that I received from Uptown DC, from a brand that wants to remain nameless at this point. They're working on their imagery. They have all of their licensing. They have everything in place. They just haven't got all their branding in place. But yes, I got some cereal back, and I'm loving it. LuchoSpeax. LuchoSpeax, I'm coveting it. I'm holding on to it like it's an Easter egg. I don't want to let it go. Oh my goodness, I didn't know it was so good.
Is it an indica or a sativa?
I don't know. I didn't get a profile. It was gifted to me.
Okay.
It was given to me. I didn't know what it was. So when I first got it, I ground up a whole bunch of it. And I was like, Kevin from Home Alone. Cereal bag. It's unbelievable. I hope I get my hands on some more. The smell, it's potent, it's gassy. The flavor, it's effervescent. It fills your entire mouth. It's citrus. It's gas notes.
So have you used
immediately to your brain?
Have you used Leafly?
Yeah. Leafly is definitely a resource that
I've been noticing a lot when I type in stuff lately. They don't really have a lot of that shit.
So the reason why that's happening is because there's a whole
different strains.
There's a lot going on. So we're not going to get into all that because that'll be muddying the waters of the podcast. But yeah, this is called Cereal Bag, apparently. I like it a lot. That's why I didn't really want to plug the supplier, because the supplier got it from... They not really all the way established, but they have one thing that they're getting right every time, and that's the flour. And Cereal Bag is... They get that right every time. So cereal bags they had this time, and I'm very much enjoying it. I don't want to review it too much because I don't know how to get your hands on it. It's I think it's an exclusive strain, and that's what's going on right now. It's Rona. Things weird right now. I'm getting things people are cooking up in their laboratories or whatever. It is what it is. It's just wild.
So can I ask you something, man?
Yeah, what's up?
How do you feel about all the shit that's being cooked up and all the different things you can do with bud and all the different things, how do you feel about all the different things and then just straight flour? Like, what's your feeling on everything? I mean, we went through the whole
right
thing with the goddamn vapes